Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iconic Messengers. It's your boy, Pat Hilton, coming at you with another episode of Thursday Thunder. And today, I'm going to change the light color because I can, right from the comfort of my phone. There it is. Don't forget what got you here. Was having a conversation with a teacher of mine from high school, Mr. Kraus, rest in peace, Mr. Kraus. And we were talking about all these things that I've been doing and all these neat stages I've been on and these videos that we make for clients and this recording studio and all this. And he was like, yeah, that sounds great, Patrick. You know, how much have you been playing that guitar? And this is a man that at the time had, you know, essentially a fatal cancer diagnosis. And I'm like, well, I mean, I still play the guitar every day, Mr. Kraus. Like, I'll never stop playing. He's like, yeah, just remember that you not giving up on the guitar, you not giving up on music. That's what got you into all those places you're in. And there's going to come a time where you're not going to have what you have right now, and you're going to wish that you would have put in the time that you wanted. There's still time for that to work. And I'm like, oh, geez, Mr. Kraus is breaking knowledge down on me. And this is a few months ago that I was talking to Mr. Kraus, and he passed away recently. This man is a St. Louis CBC legend. He lived the brotherhood, what they teach us in high school, better than almost anybody. And I just thought it was a really interesting conversation because I was telling him I did the music all these years, and that's what got me in the room, and that's what got me noticed. And I built a company around the video marketing style of my musical songs. And he was like, yeah, blah, 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 you know, don't forget what got you there. So think about that. Like, to get to the next phase, whatever you did, you're going to have to do more, and you're going to have to pivot. But it's also important to remember that if you did something that worked, don't just stop doing that, especially if that's what makes you unique. Because the thing that makes you unique is also going to be the thing that makes you stand out. And that's what's going to separate you, especially in business and entrepreneurship. That's what separates you from the rest of the marketplace. I can pick up a guitar right now and sing a song about anything. Anything. And it's done. Like, the second I'm done, it's just done. I write so much stuff walking around the house just being an idiot, and I forget about it. And I'm like, oh, man, that could have been viral. Back in the day, that was all I did was post those little songs. And so I think it's important to remember different people have different perspectives of your brand. So don't forget about the things that make you unique, the things that broke you through, because those tried and true concepts have been proven. And so even if it takes a second to bring back some of that heat and some of that momentum, do it. That's why I've started posting hilarious songs again. Number one, it's good for creativity. And number two, the entrepreneur and business content, it's gotten so stale in some ways. Like, everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's talking about, you know, business and real estate and entrepreneurship. And you can only edit something so many different ways before it's not unique anymore. And even us, we have found ways to reinvent that, like guru talking head style. We were one of the innovators that helped kind of bring that style to life. Now what I'm seeing is the musical Pat of 6 years ago that got discovered is it's easy to bring that back. But I think for some people, they don't even know me as that character, which is super interesting to me because it's actually the OG, the original, is the dude with the acoustic guitar. Like, that's what I did. It's what I do. And so I ordered gear to make it easier for me to do that at the highest possible level with a wireless pack and wireless headphones. And so now I'm going to be pumping out way more musical stuff because, number one, I think it's completely different than everyone in the space. It always was. It always was the wild card. Like, what is this guy going to really do? And then when it became the MC, it was a little bit more predictable, which, by the way, when you are working for people, you have to be predictable. And I've learned this the hard way. Being unpredictable turns some people off. Some people like it when you're crazy and dangerous. You're a wild card. They know you're going to hit your shots. They know there's a massive return on that investment. Other people are like, oh, this guy comes screaming in, torches the place, and rolls. Some people don't like that. But either way, you have to stick to you. And I thought that conversation that I had with my high school teacher who had a cancer diagnosis that he wasn't going to survive from, when he was like, dude, that music thing, you have about X amount of more years to pull that off, and you can still pull it off. Now you have more resources to pull it off than you did before. And I was like, oh man, Mr. Krause. And so I had already made a commitment to do X, Y, and Z with the music stuff, but now that he isn't with us anymore, I think that conversation will be something that I remember now forever, because he was kind of, real teachers. The guy was a teacher. He was my teacher in high school. People who are real teachers, real mentors, they'll tell you exactly the components that you need to do to be successful, especially someone that's known you since you were a kid. Sounds to me like the music got you into all these rooms. I think that you should start to slowly filter that back, because that's actually your thing. It's just that you had to morph your thing and pivot to get paid, which there's nothing wrong with, by the way. That was the Cardone in me that I learned. Gary Vee's like, oh, just chase your passion and just be broke. And Uncle G's like, no, dude, pivot, make $1 gazillion, then you can sing as much as you want. I'm like, I like Grant's idea. Love you, Gary, but the Uncle G thing sounds better. I'd rather be driving in the Porsche with the acoustic guitar than not have a car anymore. And so that's what I did. But now that I figured out that style, I can integrate that music and just install that music into that same editing style that made our company what it is. And now it is there. And so if you want to hear the new song, got a brand new song out today with Kamala Harris. Just released it. She is the guest on the chorus. That's right. Kamala Harris is the guest on my new song. Check it out today. And it's called In These Streets. And so if you're in these streets getting things done today, check it out. It's all over my social medias. It's on my YouTube. And I hope you have a great day. Do not forget about what got you here. What got you here most likely won't be the only thing that you have to do to get to the next level. You're going to have to pivot, but don't forget about the things that actually worked. Double down on those things, remix them, recalibrate, recharge, and reinstall those things. Because, dude, things that worked for you, that are tried and true, dude, that's what makes you unique. And again, in an entrepreneur space where there's just so much noise, what are you going to do to stand out and be unique? Think about that. Iconic Messengers, it's Thursday Thunder. It's going down. Subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.